Welcome back to MyRise 2K25. I am your host, attackslug, Nick Aldis. What's the situation?
Hey, sorry I haven't checked in sooner. I've been tied up with all this mutiny stuff. How's it going here so far?
I'd say pretty good, since we just got ourselves a match for the Unity Tag Team Championships.
I saw that. I'll admit I had no idea what you were thinking at first, but it does appear to be working. Still, I'm nervous about you competing at NXT. If I had to guess, there will be some outside interference.
So what do you propose we do to counter that? Hire a team of security guards to surround the ring? They could secretly be working with Mutiny. Oh, what if they were apes? Apes are strong and tough and loyal.
Apes strong together.
Security apes? Is that a thing? Nah, we wouldn't have time to train them before the match.
I was going to suggest I'd be there to watch your backs.
You're no security ape, but at least you're trained. That'll work.
Former NWA World Champion, back when it still kind of meant something.
Here to defend the titles they've held since they made them up, the Unify Champions.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team and the NXT Unify Tag Team Championships. Introducing the champions, Holly Quinn and the Joker.
Despite logic, sanity, and common sense, the Unified Champions do appear to be taking this match seriously.
When they started with these titles, I assumed they were trolling, but these two do seem genuinely focused on taking care of business here tonight.
One way or another, the Unity titles will change hands tonight. The Unification match is about to be unleashed.
The team of JC Jane and Lexis King.
It's not very often you get to see a match of this magnitude, as both titles will be on the line here in this one.
And guys, it's hard enough to win one title here in the WWE, let alone two. But that's exactly what's going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, I foresee shenanigans, even with Nick Aldis in our corner as such, because that's just kind of how these modes tend to go, is that we'll get some objectives, and then things will go sideways. But Lexis King, JC Jane, we are ready to clown you.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles.
Winner takes all. What's it's going to be? Taunt either of my opponents. That's sure enough. Let me get a move in here to knock him down, and then we'll hit that taunt button and hope it is not a very long taunt. There's the laugh, classic Joker, and of course I couldn't finish the taunt because he was already up on his feet quickly, and now Lexis goes to work, or tries to, into the corner. How about nah? How about you get choked out here in your own corner? Partner can't help you. Now, it's way too far. Can I hit the taunt with the Joker and complete? Lovely. Now then, take the fight to Lexis and JC. Now, I had an idea here just suddenly, considering they always keep adding to these games a little bit here and there. I feel like a possible feature they could add at some point in the future is, considering we already have custom signs, right? That's already a thing in these games that you can add in your own textures for the signs. How hard do you think it would be to add those same custom textures to the t-shirts in the audience in attendance? If you can make your own shirts already, then that shouldn't be too far out of the realm of possibility to see the audience wearing your shirts. I mean, just an idea, but we'll see. Could be cool, but just adding a bit more to that immersion of the usual 2K business. But Joker here taking the fight to Lexis King. Can he hit a combo? Yep. Just rocked him with that one. Absolutely rocked him. Nope. That one, not so much. Aha! Flying forearm. I don't want to waste the SIG just yet. Let's see what our next move here is. Hip toss. Don't you take out, Lexis King. Don't you dare. He's gonna... What? Okay. Nice. I like that. And he's gonna go tag out. look, the objective says take the fight to either. So, sorry, JC, I was focused on the wrong guy. Unfortunate, and nice. I like that, but no springboard. I kind of don't want a hot tag. I want to kind of see what the next objective is. I want the next objective. Give it to me. You're getting punched in the face. It's not helping. And then pose on him, JC. So toxic. Nah. The low bridge. I don't have a springboard move. I'm not a high flyer. So, get back into the Joker's ring. And then, maybe, Des press and bite on JC. Now, as the Joker, grab JC Jane for a cutscene. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Pick her up and hit that grab button of circle.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lex is king with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
It's SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. They were ready for this.
Credit to the Unified champions for being prepared.
Hold on, spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Nick Aldis.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Ice of the century and such. My only complaint there is Harley tagged him in the back to tag in. It's got to be hand to hand for a proper tag.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you goaded them into defending their Unity titles, and then walked away with them too. Well done.
Thanks. Nick Aldis came through when it mattered. It was a team effort.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Let's take him at his word.
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
What Punk will be focusing on is stabbing us in the back. But let's head to Raw as the Joker and recruit. Unify and unite for Unity story complete. Troy Simpkin, don't care. Adam Pearce, what up though?
Hey, it's good to see you. Have you got a minute?
Sorry, I'm just checking out the spread. My girl said WWE catering was no joke. Once my gym bag is loaded with turkey wraps, I'm gonna bounce.
Please tell me you're joking. I hate to admit it, but Punk was right. Mutiny is becoming a huge problem. And as silly as those Unified tag titles were, they did seem to get under their skin.
The Unify tag titles? Silly? Oh, I'm glad my partner is over on SmackDown so she doesn't have to hear this. Now, well, I've got you. I want to pitch you a brand new, completely original idea. The Unison Tag Team titles. Huh?
No.
Relax. Mutiny? They're a joke. They shouldn't be wearing those silly shirts. They should be wearing clown noses.
A joke? They have some heavy hitters over there. Like most of the Judgment Day for starters. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, JD McDonagh. Dominic Mysterio's still on the fence, but Priest is pushing hard for him to join.
Damian Priest is a clown.
You want to go tell him that?
Unmask these clowns or avoid Mutiny's circus. Let's go see Timu Taker.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, treating them like the threat they think they are is the wrong move. Show everyone they're just clowns in a one wrestling ring circus. That's how we break them.
So, are you saying you want a match with Priest? Because I'm sure he'd be willing to show up for a fight.
Eventually, but not yet. Let's make JD McDonagh look like a clown first. That shouldn't be hard.
I'll set it up.
Oh, one more thing. Who controls the music and trons around here?
Thinking. Clown horn, clown shoe, juggling pin, lip up, clown chair, and carnival hammer. Clowning around. Let's go. Damien Doink is pretty funny. Alright. Not mad at that.
It's JD McDonagh, but with some new music.
What? Oh, okay.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds, JD McDonagh.
Look at JD trying to play this cool. He's attempting to strut his way to the ring, but it sounds like he should be heading to a three-ring circus.
Good one, Saxton. Whoever pulled this one off's earning some major points in my book. But we'll see if this throws McDonagh off his game or lights a fire under him.
And now a man who's no stranger to bending the rules for a laugh.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 192 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, the Joker.
You can almost make out a slight smirk as he makes his way down the ramp. If he's behind JD's musical mishap, he's certainly enjoying the moment.
And why wouldn't he, Corey? These are classic mind games. And if he's the one behind them, he should enjoy this. At least until the match starts.
Alright, you human Funko Pop. Let's go. Defeat JD is the only goal here, which means no cutscene shenanigans. Perhaps that's being saved for Damian Priest. But a larger question, if we are indeed going head-to-head with members of Judgment Day, what about R-Truth? Is R-Truth involved in any way? Because he was during that NWO thing, so... Dong! Right in the dong. Good times. How cheap is that? It's great. Lovely. It is most appropriate for the Joker. Well then, that was caught and compromised on JD McBobblehead. Boom! Do it again. That's right. That's what you deserve. And walk in it dry. What? So JD, you are just the appetizer here for my clowning around, hip toss, arm drag type. No. Nah. Oh great. I have sick. And I get snuck into this little mini game, which is... Yeah, I know. I missed 3 times. 3 times I missed on the yellow, and that's no reversal. 1, 2, 1. Get up. Come on. No, you keep trying. It's not going to happen. Instead, you get that and the Famouser, and he caught me. So no sold the Sig entirely to do this top rope shenanigans, and he has finish as well, which is not good. Slam the man, and then pin him. I don't know, something. Referee taking forever to get there. And a 3. Finally it's over, says Cole. That's great.
This prankster has turned fun and games into a winning strategy.
He played the Joker and ended up taking the whole pot. JD just couldn't juggle his way out of this jester's jest.
Is this the Santino thing where he's on the bottom rope, I think. That looks somewhat, maybe. Who knows? Sabotaging my entrance, low blow, which I also did in the match. Kept my composure as best I could, but it clearly impacted my performance in the ring. Someone's going to pay for this little stunt. I think we all know who's going to pay too. It was weak, even for a joke like the Joker. Really? If that's all it takes to throw you off, maybe you belong in a circus, not a ring. Keep racking up those losses, clowns. Hashtag ringmaster. The Joker. You think this is funny. That wasn't a joke. It was an act of war. We're mobilizing, and trust me, it will be fierce. Clown emoji. Most appropriate.
Should I congratulate you on the win last week, or help you get started with your witness protection application? I hope your little joke was worth it.
It was totally worth it. Did you see JD's face? I mean, he didn't react at all, but you know he was seething.
Yeah, and you're going to be singing it again, along with a lot more mutiny faces, since according to my sources, they're going to invade Raw tonight. And you're going to be in the ring with Dominic Mysterio, who very well may have already joined them.
Did someone say send in the clowns?
No, this isn't a joke. I've spoken to Triple H, who claims his hands are tied, so I've ordered all non-essential personnel to clear out. But let me put this in words you might actually understand. It's you they're after. Either you tame the circus, or your beatdown becomes the main event.
Those are hardly the only two options, Pierce. Don't you like Christmas movies? When someone is breaking into your house, you set some booby traps.
Booby traps?
All I need is a spool of tripwire, 4 sturdy ladders, a gallon of industrial-strength superglue, 6 tubes of silicone grease, and 1 set of electrified ring ropes.
And it sounds like I'm gonna need a new job. I'll try to find you all that stuff, and a coffin too. You're gonna need it.
But that sounds like a job for tomorrow. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.